Walt's last, biggest, and unrealized dream. Walt's last, biggest, and unrealized dream. 2 months before Walt Disney passed away, October 1966, he went back to his studio. He recorded a video talking about his last and his biggest and his unrealized dream. And he walked through it in detail. They had to stop the videoing several times because he was coughing. He was dying from lung cancer. And they had to give him oxygen. But if you watch the video today, you wouldn't realize that. You'd say, this guy is on fire to do this. And if you look at Walt Disney's life, that's what he did. I mean, when he dreamed something, when he had a vision, when it was a little seed, he would water it, he would feed it, he would protect it, he would water it, feed it, protect it, water it, feed it, protect it, until it grew. He had been watering, feeding, and protecting this dream for about a decade, at least, before the video, 2 months before he died. And in the video, he walked through this dream. The dream was of a city of tomorrow. He called it EPCOT, Epcot. But, all capital letters, experimental prototype community of tomorrow. And what he said is, we will build a city, a living, breathing city. The original plan, you look at his life, I mean, he watered, fed, and these dreams grew and grew. Originally, he said maybe 20,000 people lived there. The dream grew, though. It became 60, became 80, became 100,000 people that would live in the city. The city would be the first in the world that would have no crime, no pollution, and no traffic. Part of Walt's dream. Every house in the city would be energy self-sufficient. There wouldn't be any garbage pickup because all of the stuff that came into your house would be able to be recycled within the house. Education, they'd be solving educational issues from a 20 to 50 year in the future perspective. He said, we'll build a city that the world will come to see what's possible. And when they come, this won't be the only city like it anymore. There'll become 10 cities like this and 100 cities like this. I mean, how do you, in 1966, even dream of creating houses that are all energy self-sufficient, that recycle everything that comes in? How do you even dream of that? What educational issues do you have to solve so that there would be no crime in your city? But Walt Disney didn't just dream about stuff. Ray Bradbury, science fiction writer, wrote Fahrenheit 451. He said, science fiction writers, we loved to write about this stuff. But Walt, he was the kind of person that was crazy enough to just go do it and make it happen. He had already gotten permission from the Florida legislature to set up as his own city. So it would be outside of other governments. Because he wanted that city to be something, a beacon of hope, something that's never been done before. So 1966, October, he makes this video talking about it. A couple weeks later, he tells his son-in-law, Ron Miller, he says, if I could live 15 more years, I would surpass everything I've done in the 45. But he didn't have 15 more years, right? He had 2 months. He had 2 months. His grandson later on would say, when we lost Walt, we lost our tour guide to the future. Walt passes away, his brother takes over the business and finishes Magic Kingdom. But Walt Disney only wanted to build Magic Kingdom so it could help fund Epcot, so it could help fund the city of tomorrow. The Disney company for the next 7 years had a model of what Epcot City would look like at Tomorrowland in Disneyland in California. They had a model of it for the next 7 years. Then they got rid of it because what they realized is we don't know how to do this. We don't know how to do this. And really, they lost the leader that would have taken them to doing that. He was obsessive. When he got an idea, he was so obsessive with, we're going to find a way to do this, right? 6 + 4, He said, this is what we're creating. How do we do it? What do we need to do it? So a couple years later, they decided to build Epcot, but they decided to build it as an amusement park because they knew that. They knew the world of amusement parks. They didn't know the world of real living, breathing cities. Yes, they grow some food there. Yes, they have some interesting science projects there. It's an amazing place, but it's not what Walt dreamed of. I share this with you because as a leader, I know this to be true as a leader. There are things as a leader, if you don't do them, they just don't happen. If Walt didn't do that, it wasn't going to happen. It hasn't happened yet, right? As a leader, what are the things that if you don't do them, they won't happen? Probably not Epcot, right? But in your family, maybe. In your family, if you don't do this, if you don't create this within your family unit, it's not going to happen. Maybe it's in your community. If you don't do it, it's not going to happen. Maybe it's in your company. Maybe it's in your business. But there are things that if you don't do them, not going to happen. Just not going to happen. So my challenge to you ending today is simply this. Spend some time figuring out what one or two of those things are. And then hunt them down. Because because the world needs that. The world needs you to figure that out and come to dinner. I hope today added value to your life. Thanks for the chance. Appreciate it.